I was taking the picture standing there naked. That's my picture.
Oh. There was a short period of time in my life where I was unemployed because I got fired from my job, and I was drinking wine and watching soaps, and I realized that this was not a good combination.
You'll enjoy it. It gets better. Today is a sit around and yak day.
I think we're just gonna have a bitch session today. Well, sometimes you need to bitch about stuff.
And sometimes not. Hi guys, welcome. It's another chilly day here in Michigan. We are cold. We have the heater on under the desk.
It was nicer yesterday.
Oh no, I don't care about my Samsung wallet. Thank you. I was looking for the weather, but hey.
28. Small craft advisory. Like I'd be on the lake right now. Or anywhere near water.
No.
In this part of Michigan.
No.
Not gonna happen.
No. High of 33.
Though there are fishermen that get up at the butt crack of morning. And
thank you.
Go fishing.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for
because, fish.
Fish!
And we live by water.
It's a thing. It's a thing. There are people that enjoy that.
I've fished in the past.
I've fished in the past as well. I have a problem with hurting worms. I don't like hurting worms or
My
hurting
brother,
small
when he
bait.
was a little kid, didn't either, so I had to do it for him.
I don't like hurting things. I don't like impaling something upon something else. It's just not my thing.
I know. That's why I don't.
Not my
the computer says 26.
Mom, you're
your
right.
computer, like your internal computer, Mom?
No, she means her computer. Reserved for Taco Tuesday. And then Michael's here.
You had to bring up food, didn't you?
Hi, Patrick.
Yeah,
you had to start it right away with food. And the breakfast burrito sounds good too, Michael. Jeez, that sounds good
with
too.
A little chorizo in it.
I know, Nami, Brenda. Hello, dear. How are you doing? Got the cat picture going, very cute. I'm saying, hey, there's Greg. Hey, buddy. How are you? Gregster.
Oh, Brenda called me Neri because N and M
are
right next to each other.
I didn't even read that.
Because I saw that. I was looking over there and I saw that she put Mary, and I'm like, why did she put Mary first? That just me. And then I realized,
yeah, she's been watching food videos too. Dozens.
And then telling us about them.
Yeah.
It's like, keep this shit to yourself.
No, she ain't gonna.
Especially when I haven't had breakfast yet.
She ain't gonna. I nibbled
breakfast or lunch.
I had some ham and some pretzels.
I found a bag of trail mix in the cupboard, so I've been nibbling.
We got to go to the store today. Our normal foods are not available, so we're like foraging at that point. You just forage.
Oh, I'm not going to sue you, Brenda. No,
it
was just one of those. No, I've been called worse.
I mean, I know that America is a litigious state, a litigious country, but suing for that is not an option as far as I'm concerned. But you're good. Let's see. TC, there he is. Hi, buddy. How you doing, man? Saying hi to everybody. Brenda got Mom. Got
yeah, no water skiing. I tried when I was younger and had joints that worked properly.
No.
I tried it. I in my youth and into young adulthood, I tried a couple times and it just never worked out. I could never get my ass out of the water far enough. I didn't have enough upper body strength or something. I don't know, but I just gave that up.
You had a record high of 70? I wish. Man, we just should have headed a little farther south. I know, right? Holy crap, dude.
So I'm guessing you don't get no snow left.
Probably not.
There's a sad pile of snow by the mailbox.
And there's a sad pile of snow in the backyard by the fence that their neighbors put up. But other than that, there's grass.
No, because that's where I shovel the snow.
Grass.
So
no water skiing for sure. No, I don't want anybody to drag my ass around on a rope.
Though.
I'll be crazy.
Because we live by Lake Michigan, there are windsurfers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've never seen them, it is a thing of amazement. And they will do it in this kind of weather.
It's basically people with a
death wish.
A death wish. They hang their ass off a kite, basically, and then they have a surfboard that's attached to their foot.
It's like a small parachute
and a boogie board, basically.
Yeah, and so they're on the boogie board, and they have handles that can help, and they're like jumping waves and getting airtime and stuff.
Nah.
And I've taken photos before,
Nah.
but it was like effing cold out.
Nah.
And they have wetsuits on,
Of
obviously,
course.
and stuff like that. But like,
nah.
dudes, really?
Nope. I'm all for a
I'll
quick
watch.
adrenaline rush, but not. No, thank you. No,
I'll
thank you. No,
watch.
thank you. TC says it's presently 40 degrees. We're supposed to get freezing rain of all things in the next few days. Hey, Ethel, welcome, dear.
Hey, Ethel.
Hand wave.
Okay, so first, Patrick and my favorite angry otter were talking about food.
And now we're talking about
weather. And Patrick said, Michael, I love you, hon, but shut up.
Because
it's supposed to hit a high at 80 where Michael lives.
I know.
Isn't that amazing? You guys actually have snow. You know, because Patrick lives south. He's in the middle of the U.S., so snow is kind of one of those hit or miss things in that area, I'm guessing, just because I lived in southern Missouri, and we had like
hit or miss.
When I lived down there in the late 90s, it was like we had this like massive snowstorm, went out, built a snowman, the dogs were playing in it, and then like 2 days later it was gone.
Most melted. Yeah, well, that's what we were getting. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Kind of like the piles of snow that tried to be snow and then couldn't quite hang on long enough. The ground is so saturated. We had some rain, but it's not super saturated, I don't think. We're not seeing any water anywhere that we shouldn't see.
We have a like a really sandy soil, kind of but not like dunes. But there is
it's Michigan.
It's a lighter, but there is clay underneath it.
Yes. So we have a weird water table here. Weird water table for sure.
Still today high is 45.
Well, that's not too bad. That's above freezing. I don't think did we attain above freezing yet? No, we did not. It's supposed to be just above freezing. 20s. It's supposed to be just above freezing today. You too. 28, yes. Not, no. Now, this is fun. Snow late in the afternoon, so 33, and then 41 on Thursday.
And of course, we have to go out in the afternoon and do things
today
and forage. Well, I do at least.
No, it's not supposed to hit until tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're staying in for the hump day.
I just have to remember to put on the right shoes to go outside.
Put on the right shoes, exactly.
Crocs do not
wear your Crocs.
Michigan weather very well.
Well, they handle it fine in the summer. And who wants to be a
Michigan
fashionista?
Winters.
You fashionista, you. You fashionista.
You immediately can tell that like you have them on because your feet start getting
so
cold.
We're going out a little bit today, but then of course we have to go out and get stuff ready and then come back tonight because Thank you, TC.
Wildflower. Hello, darling.
Hello, dear. Welcome. There you are. Finally popped over here on my side. Yay!
Patrick, Michael had snow in Texas.
Yeah, they had snow.
Because he posted it on Instagram a couple weeks ago.
They had snow.
And then it was gone, pretty much.
Yeah. They had snow. Trust me. Wasn't that the...
I don't know what NK...
New Kids on the Block.
I don't know. You would know because you're the expert.
Show your right shoes, baby. There you go.
I did that the other day. I had to go out for an appointment or something last week. I don't know what it was. And I had to come back in the house and put my tennies on because I realized when I got to the car that the holes in my Croc were making my feet cold. So
Crocs.
You
said the hole in your Croc, which could have sounded like a hole in your crack, and we don't want to go there.
Well, there it is.
There you go. It is bipolar weather. Exactly. It doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. It's confused. It's confused weather. It says 50 is nice, but it's saying 31 for the high. Oh, low 20s again. Yeah, it's just that weather that you just better layer up and determine how you feel as you go.
I mean, my hands are cold, but like I didn't put a coat on to go out to the mailbox.
Mine are colder than yours.
Okay, fine. Stop doing that.
Sorry.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, so going to the mailbox and back is not like a big effing deal.
No, that's not a big effing deal. A big effing deal. Still worried about found a New Kids on the Block VHS tape. Oh, yeah. No, it was not. Oh, sure. I believe you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. coming from the man who is Benny Hill as an avatar. So,
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Give the man a break.
so yeah, we'll take that with a grain of salt.
Around the snow. Step around the snow. Yeah.
Pecan pie heated up with some good vanilla ice cream. That's how I would do it. Same thing with apple pie. Ice cream makes everything
I
better.
always lean towards
Maybe
whipped
not
cream, but if
breakfast
ice cream
burritos,
is an option, I would go ice cream. Yeah, but I'm always up for whipped cream. I like whipped cream on my pumpkin pie. You know what I mean. Stop it.
Yeah, I would not do ice cream on
How
pumpkin
about
pie.
cream? No, but whipped cream, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it's like freshly baked, no whipped cream. Yeah, that's it. Yep, TC's agreeing with you. Yeah, if it's warmed up and you got the ice cream, yummy, nummy. Nummy. No, I wasn't into New Kids. However, I did have a slight crush on Richard. Right? Where'd you go? Oh!
Well, you are cool. You're probably cooler than him. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is, but I'll say you are cooler.
Is your string
well, I don't like strings hanging down.
And yet she wears hoodies with strings all the time. What the hey? What the hey? That's okay. So, what's news? Any news from the weekend? Any news from the weekend, guys? What's happening with shaking? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's so long ago.
Mom's feeling a little better, everybody? She's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing pretty good. So we're hopefully on the other side of that infection, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool.
I didn't think. We didn't really go anywhere this week. We went to breakfast.
We went to breakfast with Laura. We do that we go to the bagel shop every Sunday. Or
Pretty
try
much.
to every Sunday. Yeah. I cleaned a little bit of stuff out of the garage yesterday and organized it. But that was a Monday, not a weekend thing. What else did we do?
Well, we're kind of semi-retired, so like we can extend our weekends.
I haven't been doing a lot of listing.
What are they going to do?
I have not been doing a lot of listing. I've been concentrating on getting stuff put together for auctions and getting stuff over to the outside auction, the local auction house, getting stuff out that way. So that's kind of where my selling energies have been going.
There's only so many hours in the day,
I went through a whole butt ton of records last night, actually.
Music therapy.
Yeah, it does help. And I found there's got to be at least 30 records. 25 to 30 maybe records and 12-inch singles that I went through the other night. So I'll be bringing those to Johnny's. And plus we got the Whatnot stuff up. So that's
and there's some unique ones too.
For what? The Whatnot or for
the
Johnny?
12-inch.
The 12-inch. There's some unique stuff there. There's some hip hop and some it's like high energy stuff, and there's some
and when we say
12-inch, break dancey kind of stuff too.
So when somebody says 12-inch,
they're not bragging.
No, they're not bragging. It usually means it's a single.
Usually.
And it was used at like dance parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, or DJs use them.
Yeah.
DJs use them.
So
they're like alternate mixes of a hit song or a not so hit song.
We're talking records. 12-inch means that it's like a single.
Mm-hmm. But it usually plays at either 33 or 45 RPM.
And then LPs are
a long play, yeah.
Oh, TC loved your jukebox video. I know. It would be so. Those two guys, if you guys don't know, we inherited, in a matter of speaking, a 1948 jukebox that was originally for 78 RPM records, and
it had been converted over to 45.
It had been, but the thing is, like more modern record jukeboxes could hold up to like what 100.
Depends,
40, it depended on the model.
50 to 100 maybe,
and it could play both sides.
Yeah, this one could not.
This juice box not so much. So and it only had like maybe 10 slots for records.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they were on large metal plates.
Yeah, because you had to mount the 45 to because it didn't change they basically, I think the adjustments were to the speed and to where the tone arm drops, right, on the record, or where the record comes up to meet the tone arm, because it was one of those kind. And yeah, That was the adjustment. So they're going to adjust it back. They said 278 because that's a thing.
Well, I think what they're going to do with the one that was in the video that
they're parting it out. Yeah,
they're going to part it out because they probably have better quality jukeboxes that need parts.
Right.
And so at least the jukebox is not going to the garbage dump.
Right. And
it's going to be utilized.
And we paid for our storage for it, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. 12 inches. There you go. Big 12-inch. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll let you have that, Greg.
And when CDs came out, they were called Maxi singles based on other versions of them. Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. So yeah, that was fun. And you noticed in the video I showed him wrapping up the tone. They took that tone arm off, man, and they
knew exactly
how to get that thing transported. But they said they'd done hundreds.
They've done some Coke machines. He made his own. You said he made his own jukebox.
He built his own, yeah.
Yeah, he built his own jukebox.
I'll try that, Ethel. Thank you. It's just from being outside, I think, or whatever.
So,
yes.
I know we've talked about those two gentlemen before, but there's always an apprehension when you're meeting somebody in public.
Uh-huh.
And there's no way one or the other of us would have stayed here to do Johnny's auction.
Well, yeah,
while the other one goes,
that's
because it was well, at least there's two of us, and we're kind of imposing, and I can give them the nod look, and
we're threatening in a fun little way.
So, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I do.
Oh, they got it.
Got it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. It's been a while since we had a troll.
I know, right?
So,
get a life, troll.
So it was the highlight of our day. I mean,
I know there were great guys
in the auction, stuff like that, but it wasn't okay, let's just do this transaction and go. They were interesting people to talk to, which made us even later to get back for the auction. And then when I walked into the house and Mom had called us and we were a block away.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you guys coming back? They're missing you at the auction. And I'm on the phone going, we are almost pulling in the driveway. We'll be right there, but we have to run in and run downstairs.
Yeah.
And so as I'm dropping things off in the house and getting ready to run downstairs, I'm yeah, and we sold them some records. And she goes, I knew it.
Yeah. Well, they had to do something.
Mom's psychic that way.
Well, yes. I mean, I know, TC, if he were in that storage unit, he'd be going crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate your due diligence. This is what we mean when we turn you blue.
Yeah.
To use your power wisely.
That was wisely used.
These guys just proved.
Yep. Thank you, Greg.
At some point, I think it does become a competition to
see who can pop a troll first, or whack a troll.
I think Jennifer's the queen of that.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't here right
now. I know.
I came back to trolls. Yeah, it happens, Virginia. Hey, welcome. It does happen.
Hey, Virginia.
It happens from time to time. People got nothing better in life to do.
If we could get you here for a long weekend or something,
you'd be more than welcome to come
when the weather's warmer, because there's no effing heat in the storage unit.
you do.
And on
a decent day. It doesn't even have to be a beautiful day.
We were getting snow flurries that day, and
as you saw.
And there was snow blowing off the roof of the storage unit, and so it was cold, and I'm going through records, and he kept asking me, what are you going to charge me? And I'm like, we'll figure it out when we're done.
Yeah, and we give me a heckin' of a deal in a box, so that's cool. So, in fact, he just had a handful or whatever, and you just threw another box on.
I gave him, so I have empty, because Craft House, take a sip, because that's always going to be a part of our lives. Mm-hmm. That's our legacy, I think. Mm-hmm.
At this point, yes.
So
yes.
What I do when it's warm out, I sit in the back of the car because it's got the lift back, and I sort through records. And if I think, if they're picture sleeves and stuff, I had a photo box. Or photo box, I would put them in there so I could take them home.
Right. Or if they're, I mean, oh, are you talking about just the sleeves? Or are you talking about the records and the sleeves?
Records and sleeves.
Or if they were an off kind of a label you did not see a lot of or recognize a lot of.
I would want to bring those home and look at them right away.
Hey, Virginia.
So I gave him a photo box because I had an empty one. And he just started putting them in there. So I'm going through another box. And I'm like, oh, I think you might like it. Throwing them in the photo box.
I go like from comics and science to throwback 70s room. That would be fun. I've seen some that really well done in a few places and videos I've seen.
Yeah, but Michael, could you use some of the movie signs and comics? Are they from the 70s possibly, or remakes of 70s? Because you could use,
I think maybe
you could frame some of those comics and use them if they're from the 70s and use them as part of the decor.
Might be talking about toys or design,
Well, I'm just kind of throwing out ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. TC says Craft House, bleh. 30,045 is a bigger legacy. Yeah, it's pretty big. 30,045.
Yes.
I was very interested.
You weren't here, unfortunately for you, when we first bought the Craft House.
Yeah.
We had probably over 1,000 rubber stamps.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff
that were left over. So, Ethel, to give you an idea, since you weren't here when we first obtained the Craft House, and honestly, we got it for $500.
Mm-hmm.
She was getting, and she wanted more, but I was like, no, I'm here now. Because she's like, well, somebody just left to go get some money. And I'm like, yeah, but I got to check.
I got cash right here.
I know how to do this.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever bought out an estate sale before. But I did that when I had to get an apartment real quick. And I'm like, but I got to check.
Yeah.
And
it worked.
I've got money and I can write this right now. What do you want?
It worked.
So we did that deal. Yeah. And then Laura also helped us. We had less than a week.
Bringing stuff up from the basement was the fun part.
Yeah, and they were like stairs that went up a couple, and they were narrow. And so basically they had the estate sale twice.
That's how much stuff this person had.
That's how much stuff. They had to do it twice. And like there was multiple separate rooms in the basement. And she had those plastic little containers. They had like 3 drawers in them.
Yeah.
And there were
these drawers.
Probably like 50 of those.
Oh, I can't get it out of there. Oh, hold on, kid.
Oh, don't do that. It's going to be sad.
These things. The Sterilite.
Yeah.
Those things.
So
that cost her $8.84 at Walmart when she bought the whole thing.
So it was
3 drawers. Yeah.
It was a little overwhelming. Because by the time, they had 2 sales and she had every craft thing imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
There was still yarn left.
Mm-hmm.
There was over 1,000, I'm guessing, rubber stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And also, ones that you put on the acrylic blocks and stuff. So they had never been used.
But she had woodworking stuff. She had painting stuff. She had needlepoint stuff. She had a lot of fabrics and a lot of books and things, and she just had loved every craft.
We sold.
She loved
so we would do.
I think there were cake pans there too.
15 plus 1 rubber stamps in one of those drawers.
Yeah.
Then I'd put a mixture of new and old and
just
used
hold
in
them
there.
Up and say, "Here we go."
There and here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have sold a ton
of crafty stuff.
And I'm sure we'll come up with more.
70s furniture, Panasonic Panopet round radio, Weltron round. Yeah, why not? Also, the cool ones, the Panasonic detonator ones, those are cool too. Those 8-track players, just saying. Those are cool. I just have a thing for those. I used to have one. I love those things. I love that thing.
So yeah, and I'm sure there's more craft stuff around here. So
I know there is. We'll be bringing some more craft stuff. Even when we bring smaller lots, like we thought about, maybe.
Yeah.
We will be bringing some. For sure.
Ethel, it was, Mom helped clean. So
A lot of it.
we actually had to rent a 10 by 10 storage unit at U-Haul, and we packed it full.
Oh,
Not including what we put in the garage.
Yeah, exactly.
We had to pack it full.
Boy, that was a lot.
But
it worked out. We were no longer in the storage unit. We've gotten rid of most of it. It's sold out and gone. Most of it.
Yeah.
We have a little bit left.
And we got our money back.
Oh, more than our money
counting
back.
The storage.
More than our money back.
So we're good now.
Yeah. So
okay, you do that. Can I cosplay as Dazzler and party down?
Sure, why not? Why not? Cosplay. Yeah, you mean Taylor Swift. Yeah.
And you need a disco ball, Michael.
We gotta have a disco ball.
You're gonna have to get a rotating disco ball, because if you're gonna do 70s is disco, music wise, and you're just gonna have to go with it. I'm sorry.
Why not? I wonder if I still have do I still have my disco ball? I have this one, which is, you can't even see. It's up here.
And then you have to find some stuff. You have to find a 70s leisure suit, a really cool one, and then like style it and take a picture of it.
I promised to put the disco ball in the office. Yeah, it's up.
There's a little one over here, but you can't see it.
Hang on. It's dusty. Ugh. Seen some dust.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I never realized how dusty stuff is.
Hang on, I got a rag. I got a rag for that.
Excuse us one moment while we clean.
It's missing a tile. It's very pretty.
Yeah, well, the cheap ones always do. Oh my god, it's sparkly.
It's sparkly.
Wait, do we have a light? Hold
on. Party.
Hold on.
Here. Screw it in.
What do you mean screwed in?
Screw the top to it. Screw the top down. There you go. Disco ball, disco party. Depends on where you put the light as to where the light goes. There you go. See?
Yeah, that's lovely.
I know, right? I'm going to put it up over here by the minion. Up there somewhere. There you go.
Disco, 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 shiny disco balls is the dance song.
Yep. And speaking of disco, don't forget to check out TC's Saturday Night Disco Party videos. They're like 2 hours long-ish, so he plays a lot of cool music. Yes, indeedy. I enjoy those very much. I'm going to be stealing some of that. I said that out loud, too.
It's just borrowing for a short time.
You don't? Is it hitting your eye funny?
It just kind of bothers me. I don't know why. It just does.
Thus the reason we don't decorate with disco balls around here.
Hey, Angie!
Hey, it's me, Angie. Welcome, dear.
We're talking 70s decor, disco balls.
Yeah.
And craft house.
Michael Angry Otter's going to redo his set, so that'll be fun. I think I might redo this. I think I might go minimalist. What? Well, we got the ceiling. There's not much we can do with that. But back here, I think I'm going to get rid of some of my stuff. Growing up in the 70s, my bedroom was 60s furniture and decor, and then I jumped straight to C. Yeah, you might as well. There's a lot of cool stuff out there now that you can get.
Yeah, we were teenagers in the... Yeah, I'm done with it.
It's not the biggest ball, but it works. So power goes out down here. I'm all set.
We were teenagers in the 70s. And I think I've mentioned this before, but like I grew up religious, Protestant, Christian Reformed, whatever you want to call it.
And then she dropped that like a hot rock.
And my church denomination, the church as a whole,
is that HOLE or WHO? Just kidding. Go ahead. Continue.
So, what was I going to say? Oh,
you grew up religious.
So disco was a thing, right? It was
not for you.
Very popular, and my church was very conservative.
Not for you.
And they made worldwide headlines because they said dancing. They finally came to the point where dancing was okay.
Polish my ball,
but disco was not.
How can you? That's so. What about, like I said? What about salsa dancing? And
they weren't that far-sighted.
I guess not, because there's some more. There's much more dirty dancing out there than there's disco.
Oh my God.
Disco is not the dirtiest dancing I've ever seen.
Dancing, like ballroom dancing and stuff, that can be very sexual.
Yeah.
But yeah,
tango is like, good God.
Apparently, at that time and point in time, whatever.
Yeah.
Disco was evil.
Yeah. I think
which
gives it a
I
bad
think
rap.
started my opening my mind up to the fact that, oh my God, you people are idiots.
Maybe it doesn't suck as bad as they said. There you go.
Because I really love 70s disco music.
Uh-huh. Oh, Patrick dropped it. Here we go. That's much shinier now. That'll mess with you even more. Wee.
All right, Michael, we have to help Michael find 70s stuff.
All right, what has Patrick got here?
Though I'm thinking it's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Let's go see what this is. Open in new window. Can I get that to work? Open a new window.
If you have to
It's over here. There you go. Oh, Lord. Taylor Swift. Okay. Okay. Wow. Somebody's making some money on that. Female force.
Is that even legal?
No, totally. It's a comic, right? Yeah. Why not? If she's
Well, yeah, Momster, you had the 50s. You were a teenager in the 50s, and I'm not trying to give you away your age, but what the hell. And so, yeah, she had the same thing.
Well, she had, and then Elvis was very, Elvis was very,
and those long-haired Beatles, which she hates.
She hates the Beatles.
But she understands what I'm saying is that, you know, the Beatles came into the 60s, but Elvis and those musicians.
Rock and roll was yeah.
Not, it was evil.
Yeah, I know.
You know why disco was considered evil by some? Because it was all inclusive and had a large LGBT. Yeah, see, and was generally not Caucasian. Yeah, and my church was generally white, white bread,
very white bread. He says, yes, that's an approved series, comic book series by Taylor Swift. There you go.
Well, then I'm okay with it.
Swifties love her, and they're going to buy comic books.
I'm okay with it.
Why not? Why not?
I'm okay.
That makes, you know, I go back to like Tiger Beat magazine and shit. They were making money on their images and stuff. It's just a new way to do it. And I'm sure there were, I think, weren't there like comic books for the monkeys and things, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, but that's all licensed.
It's approved, she said.
It said it's if it's licensed, then I'm totally cool with it. Yeah, it's when licensed. We dealt with this when I sold on Etsy, and people would get in the forums, sellers and buyers or whatever, and they're like, yeah, I bought this, you know, how come I got shut down for selling Disney like stuff? Yeah. Disney inspired. Yeah. Disney inspired.
Michael said Partridge Family too. Yeah, exactly. They've
and it's totally like licensed. You can't do that.
It's a thing. Disney
has been known to show up at craft shows and have people shut down and arrested.
Wow. Wow. Not that I'm all about. I don't think that people should be able to make money off of somebody else's copyright. I get that, but
I mean, that
seems a little extreme to
being an artist, but you cannot.
If you're at a craft show, you're not exactly what I would call a major player in the bootleg market.
Yeah,
just it's a craft show.
See, and TC, like when in the 70s, the word homosexual and gay never came up.
No, they used more derogatory terms.
No, but I wasn't aware.
Oh, no, you weren't.
I was very isolated by that. Racism, you know, covert racism was a thing in my family.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure it was. Disney is better than I used to do most of the stuff. It's because Michael Eisner isn't in charge anymore. Yeah, he was. Copyright. Police.
It's just if you're an artist, you know, like painting and drawing and digital art and stuff like that, you have to be very careful about copyright.
But now with AI, man, almost anything goes.
Yeah,
truly,
you still can't
very
cross
very
that
easy.
Line about.
Oh, I know, but it's very easy to have it. I have my bingo card for you.
Oh, look, I have one too.
There you go.
Oh, good. We have for this week.
Lotion. Where'd my hand lotion go? Anyway,
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
I have Tums.
Oh, there it is back there. Sorry, my hands are dry. Hey, not that we get that we have an issue with
generic Tums, but Tums nonetheless.
So you go. I dare you to go to Sam's Club and try to buy a small thing of Tums. You get 2 of those for however many dollars.
Paul Lynn and Charles Nelson Riley were superstars.
Yeah, they were.
It never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I know who they are now, and so and I watched Hollywood
But you didn't
Squares.
register them as being gay.
They were just different.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Same thing with Liberace
Oh yeah. So eccentric. There's
and
your,
Elton John.
that's a code word for gay, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't pay that much attention to it when I was a kid. When I was but a wee lad.
Nobody talked about it
Nobody
in
talked about
my
it.
little sphere.
Neither of them were officially out. This is true. Whoops. This is true. Milton is in Milton Berle. Yeah.
Yeah, but Klinger was the actor that played him is not.
No. But he was well, he was one of the things he used. He'd dress up in dresses, right?
Yeah, because he was trying to get out of the army.
Right.
And I just took that at face value. I watched MASH reruns
thought,
when I was in college in the 80s.
He's just trying to get out of the army, so he's dressing like a
Yeah,
woman.
so like no big deal.
But you didn't think about all the stuff
like
behind
go
it.
judgy kind of shit. Yeah. It wasn't a thing to me to be like it was just a show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Flip Wilson. Anybody remember Flip Wilson?
Yeah.
The comedian?
Geraldine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
I don't think he was gay either, though, was he?
No. Nope. Can't see. I'm having a hard time today. I don't have any cloths for cleaning my glasses.
And wasn't there a movie back in the 60s or something with Marilyn Monroe where
Some Like It Hot.
And the two guys, the two main actors dressed up in drag?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tony. Oh, shit. Come on, guys, help me. Tony Randall, maybe?
Was it Tony Randall?
No, it wasn't Tony Randall. Who was it? Which one was it, guys? Who was in it? Tony Curtis. That was close. Tony Curtis. Thank you. Tony Curtis. Yes.
Who was the other one?
And what's his face? One of the grumpy old men. I just can't think of his name.
Happen? No.
No.
Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot.
Let's go here.
Some Like It Hot.
Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon, thank you. That was the other one. But he was one of the grumpy old men.
And then a bunch of other people, I don't know who the hell they are.
John Lemmon. Jack Lemmon. Yeah, they're much better. Much better, yes. There you go. So yeah, that was a good movie. And yes, there was subtle undertones in it. But yeah, it kind of worked out good. Don Lemon?
I don't think he was there then. I don't think he was in the movie. You guys are cracking up.
Yeah, Ethel's. But hey, so yeah.
Words.
Why not?
So yeah, we've always been around.
Yeah, we've always been around. Jack Lemmon, girl name was Daphne. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Hey, Silverhair. I love that name.
Yeah, Flip Wilson TC was funny as Geraldine.
Yep. Agreed. Well, you got Medea.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his. It's just
okay.
Now his movie about the black women who fixed the mail system in World War II, was it, or World War One? World War II, because there's only like one or two of those women still with us.
Yeah.
Auntie Boo!
Auntie Boo! Welcome, dear. Welcome. Yep.
Another one.
I mean, yeah.
So if you're a 70s teenager, you also grew up with Laugh-In.
Laugh-In?
You remember the show?
Yeah, I do.
It was hysterical.
It was funny.
Lily Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Cracked my ass up. And she played that little lady, her and
Artie Johnson.
Thank you. And they sat on the park bench.
Sometimes it's in there and sometimes it's just not. Or it's in there and buried, but that one came right out. Yep. Match Game.
Fried Green Tomatoes, yes.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite movies. It's hard to watch sometimes, but yeah, I'm older and have better insurance.
Mm-hmm. He was the
Bates.
70s. Benny Hill.
Kathy Bates. Oh
Yeah.
my God, she's awesome too.
She is. She's doing what now?
A remake of Matlock.
Matlock. And she's dropped a shit ton of weight too. And she's older, which happens.
Oh, Auntie Boo, good luck.
Get ready to get my. Oh, whoops. Good luck, sweetie, for sure. Katie Blaine was diagnosed as dyslexic by a fan watching the show and wrote her a letter that gave her the courage to write the book.
I didn't know that.
Very cool.
Okay, they say Teresa Graves was actually Whitney Houston's birth mother. I didn't never hear that. You got a link?
Got a link? Make the woman work for her money.
Now, Patrick, no offense, but Benny Hill was never one of my favorite comedians.
Oh, I love Benny Hill as a kid.
But
I like English humor anyway. But yeah, what
like parts of Monty Python used to crack me up, and I went to see The Life of Brian. But yeah, like it's a killer, it's a rabbit. It's a killer rabbit. That scene is like
that's not Life of Brian.
No, I know that's a different one. But I'm just saying, but like I tried to watch the Monty Python series.
That's Holy Grail, by the way.
And maybe I was just not with it enough or something.
You're talking about like the series, the TV series?
Yeah.
That was funny stuff, man.
But it was hard for me to understand it.
And all that. That was good.
Yeah. I probably needed subtitles, but we didn't have that back then on the TV set.
They said, yeah, they spotted a trend on her answers in the show. That's possible. I think that's cool. That turned her around like that. Sissy Houston is Whitney's mom. Never heard about Teresa Graves being her mom. Just put in.
Okay, but I don't know who Teresa Graves is.
Now you got to Google it. Now you got to Google it. Sounds like a fun rabbit hole. TC loves a good rabbit hole.
Okay, she was an American actress and singer. Okay, it's already there. Somebody obviously has Googled this before because it just came up in one of my.
Well, Ethel did.
Teresa Graves Vampira, 1974. All right, let's go here.
She's going in. See? And then
right.
She's eaten by the rabbit hole.
AI is not. Do not ever.
Teresa Graves is regular on Laughing and is star of Get Christy. Oh, yeah, I remember Get Christy Love. I do remember that. Yes. There's a black dancer on Laughing. Yeah. What, you think maybe she gave up the child or something? I mean, what's the theory? In-laws. I see.
Sissy Houston passed away at 91 last year. She ended up having Alzheimer's, which sucks.
That's how it works. Exactly, boo. It's just say the name a few times and suddenly talk about incontinence and suddenly you're getting ads for Depends. It's just the way it works. Yeah. The bots are listening. I'm telling you. In fact, we have a wiretap from the lovely Amazon company back behind us, and I bet you we're going to get all sorts of stuff in our what to buy on Amazon list coming up soon. There you go.
I think there's a lot of, pardon the expression, conspiracy theories out there.
Maybe. The only way they'll know for sure is if they do a test. And they can't really find the DNA from both of those right now, can they?
Well, there would have to be some shovels involved.
Shovels. Shovels. Probably that's a kind of an obscure one. I don't know if there's a marketing team for that. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Right. Ronan
also,
Martin's
Veronica
laughing.
McKay says hi. She just can't be here today. Oh, yeah. Well, hi back to her, dear. I know.
Is she like working and stuff?
She's like doing the real thing. Dysfunctional relationship with Whitney Houston and her dad didn't go. She also didn't go to his funeral.
Stop.
I have a few relatives I wouldn't go to their funeral. But I understand. I understand.
I don't know.
What?
I'm trying. It's all just people's speculation. All right.
As any good conspiracy theory / investigation would be. Everything starts with speculation.
Yeah.
Is it because she looks so much like her? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So somebody is on some forum is posting different photos of
Them
at about the same age.
Show the similarities.
Look at their eyebrows, their mouth, their jaw, their mannerisms, and slim frame. It's interesting that Teresa stepped away from show business the same year Whitney signed Arista. It is also interesting. Yeah, a lot of things are interesting, but that doesn't mean they're true. That Whitney had a breakdown around 2002, 2003, which was when Teresa and John Huston died about 6 months apart. What the? No.
Anything's possible.
Not that
Dave
whole
sends love
sentence
and
did
TC
not.
sends thanks to sending Dave to him. Aw, you're welcome, dear. That's all right. I will get back with you on your offer to return Dave with appropriate files. I'll get back to you on that one. I have a few ideas. Thank you. Ethel's loving it.
So it took me a minute to have that registered what that actually meant.
Dave?
Yeah, but now I understand.
You thought it was some guy named Dave?
Was it what you needed, TC?
Yeah, he was very happy with it. See, you don't watch. You don't watch.
I don't watch this.
You don't watch your stuff.
I saw you mention it. It's not to offend anybody.
He does a weekly show where he talks about what he gets from us and other places.
Did Dave get like a little
and stuff
highlight?
He got a whole hold up and showy, yeah, and an appreciative thank you. Yeah, we're good, TC. We're good. Yeah, she just don't watch. She doesn't watch YouTube. There you go. But yeah, you'd love it. He does this whole show where he talks about news and music. He talks about what he got from us and other people, the whole black box snafu, and other things.
I know. I've watched over your shoulder.
And he mentioned Dave. There you go. So it's a great show, guys. Go subscribe to TKR Video Central. Just saying. Go subscribe someday.
Okay, so in Ethel, in and of itself, the dysfunctional relationship with Whitney and her dad, she didn't go to his funeral. That's okay. But then people take that statement and that thing that happened.
Yeah.
And then they twist it. Like, okay, so she wasn't really related to her dad. She, that's why she didn't care for him. But damn, a lot of us have dysfunction. I didn't go to my dad's funeral.
There you go.
Doesn't mean I am from somebody famous.
Oh my God, he's very heartbroken.
I know, but I sent you Dave.
She let Dave go. It was my idea to send Dave. You're the one who said, "Okay, fine."
I know.
Because it's a mini. That's why.
If it's on the interwebs, it's got to be true.
I know.
I know, TC, and maybe someday when I fully retire, I'll just put my headphones on and binge.
You should
watch
some good content.
Massive amounts.
I'm not lying about how quality of his content and
but we've made that clear is that you are the person who watches a lot of content creators on YouTube, whereas I don't.
I am. I do. I shall. So if I ever pop into any of your videos, guys, and I say hi as two hip chicks, it's probably
it's not me.
That's right.
And you wouldn't know it was me because
truth is.
I have multiple YouTube accounts for various reasons.
She's incognito-ness?
Yeah.
Do any of them say Mary?
TC, I actually do watch clips because I'll be passing through and she's like, "Oh, he's talking about us," and then I'll stop and watch. Because I'm self-centered that way.
I'll usually grab her and say, "Hey, he's talking about us. Come here."
And then I'm like, "Oh, hi."
So at least she gets to see that. Mom says having a good relationship with father means nothing other than the father did something probably should not have. Yeah, it's true. Not having a good relationship with your father. But it depends. It could just be that
it's not that black and white always. And sometimes it's a lot more than he just did something he shouldn't have.
Okay. Leaving that open for interpretation, I guess.
I don't have that many skeletons in my closet. He had an affair. He didn't pay child support. He wasn't a good father. He was a narcissist and self-centered.
All good reasons not to.
So, like,
Spend any
why would
time
I
with-
go?
I guess. All good reasons. Announcing the largest ever reduction in expense ratios. Yes, I have a Vanguard account. What? Thank you. Yeah.
Some white guy in a suit.
Yeah.
It's probably AI generated.
Oh, and of course the Amazon. See, Amazon popped up the minute I said Amazon. I got an email. Ah! That's how it works. Damn it. Not saying it's true, but really care. I don't really care. It's just that Sissy kept saying Bobby was a bad influence and Whitney's brother got her addicted to drugs. All that kids were. Yeah. Yeah. You never know. You don't know unless you're there, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, and you don't, famous people are out there. So it's more of their issues are out there. So, and you can present a persona. It's been going on for years with movie actors and stuff where they
are not exactly.
And they give you a public image, and I'm such a great mother, and then I give you Christina and wire hangers.
Wow. Do you associate much? Who? What are you talking about?
Who was it that the mother was an actress?
Yeah.
In like the 50s or something, but she was a horrid mother.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't there a book about it or something?
Yeah. Just a second. Joan Crawford. I had to get it out of my mouth first.
Yeah, and Auntie Boo, your statement is absolutely true.
He's like, oh, and how about those breakfast tacos? I'm sorry, buddy. We're getting into some territory.
Yeah, but did you see? Okay, but we missed his mom said about the father means nothing other than the father did something he probably should not have. And no, he did it. But then he said, I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and down he went. All
right, so who can name that show reference? I know what it is. Because Michael just I used to watch that show.
Okay, I think about famous people. I hear back in the day, Bobby Brown turned Whitney. Yeah. No. You don't know until you're there. Crack is whack. Exactly.
Apple and no money, G.
Yeah, baby. That's it.
Apple, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Mr. Brown had a lot to do with Whitney's involvement with illicit drugs.
I know, right? Dun, 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 dun. It just, yeah, great stuff. All right.
Oh yeah, Barney Miller was a funny show too.
I love Barney Miller. I like Mary Tyler Moore. I liked we watched MASH. What else did we watch?
That was like a nightly thing when I was in college, is watching MASH.
Because it was in syndication.
And it was like at 10 o'clock at night. And of course, when you're in college, you never go to bed on
Star Trek, of course.
I didn't really
I like the Twilight
get into
that was a little weird.
The original Star Trek.
Really? It was on at like after school when I got home. So it was on like at 4.
Yeah, but I think you had more channels than we did. I think you had a better TV than we did when I was
3 channels.
Yeah,
ABC, NBC, and CBS, and then PBS if
you had UHF.
If we got the UHF antenna out. But we rarely watch PBS.
I didn't have UHF. I lived out in the
sticks. It was a coat hanger. All you needed was a coat hanger. Make a circle. You're golden. Why didn't you have UHF?
I lived out in the country. We had shitty signal.
Oh my God. Takes a coat hanger. That's all it takes. 2 TV shows we were watching around. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah. And of course the game shows. And then my grandmother would watch her soaps or her programs or whatever you want to call it. Her shows.
And now Greg is.
Every little step. Yep. We need to do a set up a game where you answer in song lyrics. I think that would be much
Oh
fun.
my God, I would suck.
My dad was Korean War vet. He said Dimash was forced to watch pre-cable days, and the show lasted longer than the military action did, or police action, or whatever they called it. But basically, it was war.
Yes.
The show lasted longer than the damn freaking war.
So did anybody watch the original movie, MASH?
Mm-hmm.
And then watch the TV series? What'd you think?
Also guilty. So the TV series was more, or kind of set up as being, a dramedy, comedy, drama, whatever. The movie was much more. I don't know. It had a different tone. Let's put it that way. It had a different.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie.
And it didn't have a laugh track, which I believe the original or the TV show had a laugh track. There you go. Ooh, Perry Mason. Yeah, I love Perry Mason. I also liked
Rockford Files, Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
He was a little later.
I love Perry Mason. I loved figuring out who done it.
Charlie's Angels.
Ooh.
But when they changed the cast from the original 3 females to, because there was
didn't like that
crap in the background, and it wasn't my thing. Then.
Oh, okay. Did you watch the movies, Charlie's Angels?
Yes, I have watched the more modern movies, which are now probably vintage, but
yes, they are.
That being said,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Charlie's Angels. Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Who didn't watch that? BJ and the Bear.
Remember that one? That was good.
That was
truck driver guy.
What was his name?
Truck driver guy. Dang it. Can't remember his name now.
When I was in high school, every day I would come home, watch the Mike Douglas show, and then Star Trek, and then Hogan's Heroes. Hogan's Heroes, yes!
Yeah.
And during the summer, Lone Ranger and Batman. We came home and watched comics, cartoons.
Really?
Like Scooby-Doo.
I remember Scooby-Doo, yeah. Rockford Files. Yeah, baby.
He was so cool in that.
Posted.
James Gardner was just awesome as Rockford
Greg
Files.
something. Michael Fez.
Hold on.
I could see his face, but I can't think of his name.
BJ and the Bear. God, that came up fast.
Mm-hmm.
What was his cast? Greg Evigan.
Yeah, that was it.
Claude Akins was in it.
Dark Shadows. Yes.
No.
Yes. Why? Because it was evil?
I just did. I
great.
didn't watch stuff like that.
It was great. It was fun.
Yeah, okay, Greg Evigan and Claude Akins are like the 2 names I know, and the rest of the cast. Oh, Judy Landers was in it.
Who's Judy Landers?
She was known for her breasts.
Oh, her. Yeah.
She's blonde.
Oh, yeah, I remember her. And no, just not because of that. But I'm looking at the picture now.
66 now.
Damn. Dark Shadows. Great. I know, Dark Shadows, man. I love Dark Shadows.
Okay, you guys.
Mom says it's the only show she rush home for. Yeah. So my grandmother would watch General Hospital. And I don't think she watched Days of Our Lives. That was on a different channel. What else did she watch? General Hospital. Ryan's Hope. Remember that?
I didn't watch
it. Had Kate Mulgrew in it. I remember that much.
Well, there you go, because I know how you feel about her.
Well, there are other people in it too.
Well, she was the most important one to you.
I enjoyed her character.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
She still does.
I still do. And the Lander sisters. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. She was a baby, busty one. Yeah, and her sister Audrey was after. Oh, I'll be damned. Okay.
See, and there's another show I never got into is Dallas. Dynasty and Dallas were not my
that
thing.
whole Who Shot JR shit never really had any impact on you at all.
No. Okay, yes.
Bionic Woman, yes. And $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, for sure.
Those 2 shows I watched.
Fembot scared you as a kid. Remember the episode where she, her doppelganger was hooked on the drug that made her super or whatever? Or they had created a drug to make her super. And, or actually it was supposed to be a drug that helped take care of, if you were paralyzed, it would remedy it for a short period of time. Well, if you didn't have any issues, then it would make you super strong. I think she did some good acting in that one. I'm just saying. It was very heartbreaking. It was a very special episode. All right, fine.
Now,
there you go. All My Children was the other one. Thank you.
My maternal grandmother watched soaps. And I think General Hospital was one of them that she watched, which is why in the intro, right? I said I was unemployed, watching soaps and drinking wine, and I realized that was not a good combination.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So there you go.
So that was a different channel, I think. We didn't. The Secret Storm, The Guiding Light, and As the World Turns.
I don't remember.
I remember them, but I don't remember.
But The Guiding Light and As the World Turns, I remember those. But I never watched soaps until I was unemployed. Oh, guess what time it is?
Jeez, oh, pizza, man. Lisa, that was it. Yeah, her double. See, he remembers too. Little reminiscent kids. It's one. God bless it.
I think we covered enough topics in an hour.
Food.
Religion.
Movies. LGBT. Movies. Fathers. Deadbeat dads.
70s disco and 70s decor.
And 70s decor. What else we cover?
Conspiracy theories.
Soaps and conspiracy theories. We've done a lot today.
Family dysfunction.
You guys have done a lot of work, and we appreciate you for that.
Did we not mention food?
We did mention food. Yeah,
that was like the first thing.
And
Taylor Swift got in there.
Luke and Laura adventure. Exactly. Oh, Luke and Laura. Yep.
Oh, I never got into that.
Taylor
Swift. I knew of it, but
let's not forget Taylor Swift. We did cover that as well. Comic books. Yep. We started with food.
Muppet Show.
Of course.
It was awesome when we could skip church on Sunday nights and watch it.
It's time to light the light. It's time to. Yeah, I get it. Everybody have a good week. Exactly, TC. Please, if you get a chance, come hang out, Muppet. Come hang out tonight with us on Whatnot. We got some more records to play, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it should be a lot of fun, actually. I hope you guys are going to come. Have a great day. We will see you on Johnny's show on Wednesday. If not tonight, tomorrow. And then if not, estate sale bingo on Thursday, right?
Love you guys. Thank you.
You hip kicks.